Creativity is very important, so how do you come up with a winning presentation? Presentation creativity. You don't want anyone to be yawning through your presentation, so it's really important that you put some effort into coming up with creative and inventive ideas that will hold everyone's interest. Creativity is high up on the judges' list when they are scoring your overall performance, so don't hold back when it's ideas time. Even if you have all the facts and figures at your fingertips, if it comes across in a dull way, you won't be as successful as a team that has pulled out the stops and come up with an exciting idea that grabs the judges' attention and captures both hearts and minds.
Individual creativity within the presentation team is important. That's going to come across to the judges.
It's all about thinking outside the box. It's about trying to do something in a different way and approach it from a different angle.
Something that's a wee bit different that will catch the eyes of the judge.
Having the information on a PowerPoint and discussed verbatim doesn't always give the audience the right sort of insight into the connection that the young person has with the charity.
I would encourage pupils to be creative and innovative in getting their message across.
A lot of other groups, if not all of them, had PowerPoint presentations and they were mainly doing a talk, but because we interpreted it differently and used a game and visual elements, I think that just made it different and more exciting for the people to watch.
Role plays to PowerPoints to using Prezi, which is the cloud-based presentation. The point is for pupils to own and feel comfortable with the method they use.
Young people who are engaging with different creative elements really give that oomph to a YPI presentation.
We decided to make our presentation as a game of Snakes and Ladders, and to begin with we had a different idea. It was still going to be a game, but it wasn't until we met the charity that we realised that Snakes and Ladders actually represents them very well.
So we didn't want to over decorate the topic or over elaborate. We just wanted to set out the facts and the problems and the charity's main issues with it.
What I think the judges are looking for from that presentation, what might make the difference between winning and not winning, is really displaying genuine passion and understanding for the charity and to be able to demonstrate that you've engaged with them.
I think you should construct and structure your presentation so that everything flows in a very nice form, so that there's nothing out of place.
Charities will have DVDs, they'll have photographs, they'll have various materials. Simply copying and pasting those into a presentation is not going to win judges' hearts and minds.
I've got photographs I could use, but why don't you come in and take your own photographs?
I've seen a number of ways that the information has been presented. Some have done plays that were around things that they learnt about the issues that we deal with. The ones that I've been impressed by are the ones that show that they really have got to grips with what we are about and what we are trying to do. As soon as people understand those messages, they can then pass those messages on most effectively.
It's difficult to describe what we're doing, and I think what I really was impressed about, having seen the other ones in the night, they had really got beyond the trying to tell everything, and they told a very simple story.
Get them to understand the essence of what the charity is about, not just its size and its financial situation.
We discussed with them what we thought as ideas, and they helped us to develop them and make them better.
Some of the groups that have maybe sang or had musical instruments or just been a little bit more creative, have really stood out, and they've done so much for the cause they've been supporting. And I think that's probably the best way to go about it, is just be as imaginative as you possibly can be and think of lots of different ways that you can represent the organisation in a really fun way.
We wanted to sort of make our presentation stand out, have something unique about it, and we knew that we had a team that were all very good with technical things like cameras and editing and stuff like that, so we thought, oh, we'll use that.
The actual video diary they produced I thought was absolutely pitched perfectly.
No other groups had a video that they'd produced about their own experience, and I think it really touched a lot of people, and it really helped people understand what the charity was about.
They'd obviously done quite a lot of research before they went out, because they went out knowing exactly what the charity did, but when they went out, their filming of it was just beautiful, and I think it really told the story of the charity, not in an overly emotional way, just it was a really engaging way.
There are a number of key areas that make a really good YPI presentation. Creativity, the use of drama, the use of music, the use of props.
One of the groups that had supported another charity, I remember them singing so proudly up to the audience, and it was just wonderful to see them so keen.
We wanted something that was quite interactive that got the audience involved, so we were just brainstorming and we were like, we should do pie charts to give a visual representation, and then we were like, why not make it pies, because we thought it had a bit more creativity.
Everyone listens to the facts but don't take them in very well, so I think the pie chart really helped, the physical pies, because it showed the percentages of money and everything, but in a new way.
We had questions as well that we would ask the audience to get them involved, and I think that really helped us, because it wasn't just, speaking and addressing them, it was more of a give and take thing.